Welcome to Arcade Audio.
Germs, welcome to Dilettante Ball. I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
Here on Dilettante Ball, we go on Wikipedia.
We click random article.
And you know what? We talk about it.
Yeah, let's do that.
It's the day after Christmas. How you feeling?
Oh, dude, so good.
Same.
Stuffed like a stocking.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay. You just want to do it?
Yeah, let's just do it, dude. I just got a bunch of socks for Christmas. What's up?
Okay. This is very fun. This is a very fun, good article.
Okay.
Adventure Time, Season 3.
Wow, okay.
The third season of Adventure Time, an American animated television series created by Pendleton Ward, premiered on Cartoon Network on July 11th, 2011, and concluded on February 13th, 2012. The season was produced by Cartoon Network Studios and Frederator Studios. The season follows the adventures of Finn, a human boy, and his best friend and adoptive brother, Jake, a dog with magical powers to change shape and size at will. Finn and Jake live in the post-apocalyptic land of Ooo, where they interact with the other main characters of the show, Princess Bubblegum, the Ice King, Marceline the Vampire Queen, Lumpy Space Princess, and Beemo. It's always funny to me that Beemo is a character on this show because I also always think of the bank.
Beemo Harris.
Yes.
Maybe we'll find out Beemo's last name is Harris.
Yeah, I mean, do we need to get... It's just like info about this season. You know, the first episode, Conquest of Cuteness, was watched by 2.686 million viewers. That's an increase in viewers watching Cartoon Network compared to the previous season's debut. Season ended with a cliffhanger.
Uh-oh. A cartoon show with a cliffhanger is pretty cool.
Yeah. How far did you get?
I mean, I would have watched more, but it wasn't on Netflix.
Yeah, I got up to whatever was on Netflix at one point.
Yeah, I don't think I even went this far. Because I certainly don't recall a cliffhanger.
I feel like the first two seasons might have been on on Netflix.
Frederator is I can't recall exactly what else they do, but I know for a fact they also do the Fairy Godparents.
Fairly Odd Parents?
Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm a big fan, as you can tell.
Which
I also actually do like that show a lot.
I remember enjoying that show.
Yeah.
They made a movie, a live action movie starring Drake or Josh. I think it was Drake Bell.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know that. So I assume he played Timmy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know who played Cosmo and Wanda.
I would have loved to know that. Cosmo was probably... Oh, gosh. Who's that guy from Three Amigos? Not Steve Martin and not Chevy Chase.
Martin Short?
Martin Short.
I could see
Martin
that.
would be a perfect Cosmo.
That'd be good. And who would Wanda be? Like...
gosh. Who would...
Lucille Ball.
Oh, my God, dude. That'd be amazing. So, okay, we're just going to like...
Yeah, This is fantasy casting the Fairly Odd Parents live action movie.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, I certainly wouldn't cast Drake as the damn
yeah, you'd cast
kid.
Josh.
Yeah, for sure you'd cast Josh.
My favorite like running gag on that show is whenever he would wish for something crazy and someone would ask where he got it, he would just say the internet.
So good, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they'd always go, yeah, fair enough. Like, yeah, of course, why not?
That Fairly Odd Parents always felt more like a Cartoon Network show than a Nickelodeon show to me. It felt like
know what you mean, but Nickelodeon also sort of did do shit like that.
Well, yeah, apparently.
Like, I would say, I think Cartoon Network sort of took the Nickelodeon show and then sort of just like polished it a little bit.
Okay.
Like figured out how to do it like broader, I guess.
It feels like a less gross version of like a Cow and Chicken,
right? Like
that, just that sensibility, or like a Dexter's Lab, which was not gross ever, but just that
a little more refined, or like not sophisticated necessarily, but like a show for like 13-year-olds instead of like 8-year-olds. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, when you think about Nickelodeon, they also did. I mean, you go back to like Ren and Stimpy, which that was crazy. So I think they course corrected a little bit.
Yes,
but then you still had shit like Kablam.
Was Kablam?
Kablam was Nickelodeon.
Yeah, no, I know, but...
Oh, it was crazy. I mean, they had a segment with the Action League Now.
I enjoyed Action League
and
Now.
One of the guys was just a naked man.
Was he?
Yeah, his name was The Flesh.
Fuck. I was obviously a big fan of Meltman.
Meltman, yeah. Or was it Meltman or was it the Melty Diver?
Stinky Diver.
Stinky Diver, okay, of course.
Who
Stinky
just
Diver.
gets flushed down toilets.
Oh,
you think those hold up?
Probably enough. probably enough.
That was like Robot Chicken before Robot Chicken.
Yeah, that's a good way to say that, right?
With no references to like existing properties.
Probably not, no. And if any, it would be like super light references. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just felt, Nickelodeon was doing that shit.
Speaking of Robot Chicken, I saw, this is so weird. I saw a clip of like a recent-ish Robot Chicken where they did Homestar Runner.
What?
They spoofed Homestar Runner, which was so strange.
Yeah.
It was just so bizarre to see. It was so bizarre to see.
And were they using like Homestar
they were? It
toys?
was it was cartoons.
It was cartoons.
Yeah. So it's like I think it was like action figures came into the cartoon world or whatever.
Do you think the Homestar people like collaborated with them?
No, it was definitely not the real voices.
Okay.
And then the way I saw it actually is I follow Strongbad on Twitter, and someone tweeted at Strongbad like, "Hey,
do you know about this?"
Yeah, and he was like, "Nope."
What?
Yeah,
like broke character. Like, oh, actually, I don't. Can you send me the contact information?
It was like, yeah, it's pretty crazy that they like just did this used our stuff without telling us.
Because technically they can, because it's parody or well, shit. Actually, I don't know about that because
I don't know either.
Because they're getting paid for it.
But I mean, Weird Al gets paid for it, and he doesn't have to ask permission. He just does because he's a nice guy.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah, Weird Al just like,
yeah,
he messed it up for all of us because it's like, or not for what I mean is like, he's the one nice guy that's actually
he reverse messed it up.
Yeah, he's like going above and beyond what he needs to do.
Yeah, so I obviously don't know parody laws.
No.
But it feels like they should be able to
Well, it's interesting because when you parody something like Star Wars, that's just this big corporate behemoth. It's like, cool, like I have no problem with that. But when you parody Homestar Runner, it feels like, hey, that's like a mom and pop joint.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know that these guys really get paid for that.
The poor brothers chaps.
The brothers chaps. Like, did they see? They must have seen some amount of income somehow, but I don't know how they could have. It wouldn't be on the website itself. It might be from like appearances or something at like
or merch.
Maybe merch. I didn't think about that.
Is there a store? There is a store. Store. Right?
Course,
He says store.
Yeah.
Games. Characters.
Email. Yes, I mean that's what it was. Just like straight through merch. God, that's so much work.
But then also that spun into other stuff. They worked on like the Aquabats TV show, I think.
Oh, that's good.
Like then they had
maybe Yo Gabba Gabba. Maybe I could see
they
that.
They must have.
Yeah. Okay, so they were able to like spin that into something, but Homestar Runner itself was just like sweat equity into like whatever else they wanted to do.
You think Yo Gabba Gabba holds up? I was very into that in college, and I was never in any way
the target
altered.
Demo. Oh,
my mind. I never watched it in an altered state.
Right, you just
fucking watched
Corn Pops and watching it.
Yeah.
It probably holds up enough where you'd be like, this is fun watching this.
You know,
they had like tons of like cool, like Elijah Wood was like guest.
Biz Marquee was on a lot.
Yeah.
One of my favorite songs just goes, don't bite your friends.
Man, they must have had so much fun like making that show. And then just like inviting on like really cool bands, like
Also, the main dude has the best name of all time, or the human man
in real life or on the
just
show?
On the show. Well, that might be.
Was it like DJ Wayne or something?
DJ Lance Rock.
DJ Lance Rock.
Yeah,
man, that's gonna be like my character name for everything from now on.
And he wears like an orange jumpsuit and an orange drum major like hat.
Yeah, like a British guard hat.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, really good.
Fuck, I want to watch Yo Gabba Gabba now.
That was on Netflix if it's not still.
Okay.
Yeah, so check that out. That kind of reminds me a little bit. Was that a Nick show?
Yeah.
So,
Nick Jr.
That's fine. So Nickelodeon, I feel like, has this history of getting cool, like bands, like not like indie bands, but like
Iggy Pop was on an episode of Pete and Pete.
Holy shit, that's crazy. What was his role? Like the bus driver or something?
I don't remember. I just know that he might have been I don't fucking know.
God damn, that's cool as hell. I never knew that.
Yeah.
Well, what I was gonna say was what's his name? The guy from what's the band that did Whip It?
Devo.
What's his name?
Mark Mothersbaugh.
Mark Mothersbaugh. He did like all the music for like every Nickelodeon show
he did
in the 90s.
Definitely Rugrats.
Yeah.
He does
Like,
Yo Gabba Gabba shit
Chupo,
too.
Like shows. Man, yeah, like that's so interesting. Like,
That is
is Cartoon
weird.
Network doing stuff like that? I just don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah, but Nickelodeon has had a history of doing stuff like that.
Nickelodeon. I feel like when Nickelodeon started, it was like a punk rock network for kids. Basically.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
That's anything that you read about like the original shows, that's just what it feels like. Whereas Cartoon Network came a little later, and I remember
maybe just sort of cleaned it up a little.
Well, for a while, they just showed like old cartoons.
Yeah, like Looney Tunes, like
I remember
Merry Melodies shit.
When we first got satellite when I was a kid, because we didn't have it for a long time because we lived kind of in the middle of nowhere, so we couldn't get cable. Satellite reception was bad or whatever, so we got it, and I stayed up until like 1 a.m. or something watching a Super Chunk, which was their
Super Chunk.
Do you remember Super Chunks?
No, that might have been a little before I got it.
That was like just a marathon of like a show.
Okay.
But there was like the mascot of Super Chunks was like a chunky kid who would like eat the Cartoon Network logo or whatever. I watched like
so they just put like 10 episodes of like
Popeye is what I watched. I watched like 8 hours of Popeye, which is like
it's so strange.
Bad.
Like Popeye and Betty Boop are two in particular I'm thinking of, but like how did those remain popular for like 60 years?
Why are people
and then all of a
still-
sudden that we don't watch it anymore?
People are still getting Betty Boop tattoos and
That's
wearing,
definitely true.
Like there's because I have since gotten a new job, but the job that I have for like 3 years up here, I would take the bus and on Tui there's a salon. I don't remember what it's called, but in the window is just painted like a bootleg Betty Boop. She's wearing like a
pinup style Betty Boop.
No, it's like just someone drew it. It's not like licensed, but she's wearing like a blue dress instead of the red, and instead of being white, she's like has darker skin.
Okay.
But other than that, it's just like this is Betty Boop. This is like obviously Betty Boop.
Just trying to get around that parody law.
Yeah.
Man.
If you make a character a different race, it's totally legal.
different. Yeah. This is Betty LaBoop. She's French. It's fine. But you know what I mean? Like, where did I? Because I watched Popeye as a little kid.
Same.
I have no idea what channel it must have been on.
Dude, TNT or TBS used to show old cartoons. Because
I watched like Woody Woodpecker.
Sniffles the mouse.
I don't know that.
Sniffles sneezed a lot. Chili Willy.
Yes, the little penguin man.
Mm-hmm. TNT. I think it was TNT used to show that.
So what I wonder is, was there a channel airing those cartoons for the last, at that point, the last 60 years, or did they just come back recently because
back then? I don't know.
Yeah, because if it had been airing since like the 30s, why all of a sudden in like 2002 they're like, well, I guess kids aren't into this anymore?
Because it's bad. It's shitty.
Is it?
It's like
some of it is.
It's a lot of it is bad.
Like Tom and Jerry's
most
probably
of
not
it
good.
is racist. So like maybe someone was finally like,
Hey,
actually
we're done here.
Yeah,
maybe
we can only show Michigan J Frog cartoons now because that's
and only the part where he's not singing and dancing.
Yeah,
just like where he's the specimen.
We recently watched the like original Michigan J Frog cartoon.
It was pretty fun.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like some of those are good. Like
I was never into Looney Tunes, but I was into like the Tex Avery shit.
Okay, well, Tex Avery did do some Looney Tunes.
Yeah, but I was not.
Tex Avery was. That's why you would be a Tex Avery fan because he was more like Monty Python style, like a weirdo.
Yeah, I was into the wolf, the horny wolf man.
The dodo bird, I believe, was a Tex Avery creation.
But yeah, the Bugs Bunny annoyed me.
Oh wow, I bet he wouldn't now, because he's just Groucho Marx.
Yeah, but shitty. Like, why would I watch like bad Groucho Marx when I could just watch
Groucho Marx?
Duck Soup.
Yeah, they must have done that a crossover there, right? With like Daffy. Like,
probably
just actually called Duck Soup, where they just like stole bits from.
I have not watched any Marx Brothers stuff in a long time.
It's been a few years for me.
Is it bad?
No.
What I don't mean bad. I mean problematic.
I don't know. I don't recall it being so when I watched it at the time.
But it was.
But who knows? Actually.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My inclination is no. because Al Jolson had them covered there. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, "Don't worry, boys. I got
enough for all of us.
Well, you're good."
I could. I don't know. I'm afraid to watch it now.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I know for a while all of Duck Soup was just on YouTube.
Yeah, that's how I watched it too. Yeah. Well, because it's past the the whatever called the statute of limitations.
Yeah. So you can tell someone that you stole it now.
Yeah, exactly. You're legally allowed to say that.
Statutes of limitations feels like a bad thing, right?
Yeah. What's the point of them? Is it so that
I murdered a guy. Like,
yeah. Can you imagine like marking down the days on your calendar? Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
I did it.
Yeah. Smell you later.
The one thing about all of that makes me really mad is vomitorium, and people don't know what that means.
It's my favorite Metallica song.
Vomitorium.
Thank you for playing Arcade Audio. Play more at arcadeaudio.net.